Welcome back to Power Lunch. After 2 great years back to back, it's been a rough start to 2025. The Nasdaq down 8.5%, even with today's 1% rebound. That has some people making changes to their 401ks, but should they? Sharon Epperson is at a retirement summit in Washington, D.C. with more on that topic today. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Kelly. You know, there's been a lot of discussion at this summit that's being sponsored by the Bipartisan Policy Center and BlackRock about President Trump's trade war and market turmoil and the impact on retirement savings. Here's what BlackRock Chairman and CEO Larry Fink says could happen next.
I would not be surprised to see elevated inflation over the next 5 months. I would not be surprised to see, and across every CEO I talk to, we're starting to talk about a more fearful economy going on right now. And a lot of it is that fear. But I do believe this is going to be more short term. Once we understand the policies, once we become more accustomed to it.
Now, more than half of the $11.6 trillion that BlackRock has in assets under management are in retirement savings. And many investors right now are still fearful about market downturns. Some are actually making moves rather than following a buy and hold strategy. It's only a small portion of overall balances, but net trading activity in 401k plans has doubled in the past 3 weeks. That's according to Alight Solutions 401k index. In the first week of March, nearly 60% of outflows in 401k plans came from large cap U.S. equity funds, while 1/3 came from target date funds. And more than 40% of inflows went into stable value funds, more than a quarter into bond funds, and 18% into money market funds. Now the question is, if the market continues to tumble, will we see the Nasdaq fall another 8% from here? BlackRock's Larry Fink said that's a possibility, but it's also a buying opportunity in the long run. Kelly, Ryan.
Interesting.
Yeah, and obviously, Sharon, you are in Washington. The hot topic of conversation are budget and job cuts. Last week, we spoke with Glenn Youngkin. He's the governor of the great state of Virginia. You had a chance to speak with the governor of Maryland, Wes Moore. What did he have to say about the cuts and what the concern is?
Well, Maryland's Governor Wes Moore is also working to create jobs in his state and place federal workers into positions where there are openings here in the state. But it's a tall task for Maryland. Maryland has over 160,000 federal workers. It has the highest percentage of federal workers than any state in the nation, including about 23,000 veterans. And the DOGE cuts have impacted jobs in the state, but also key programs.
These are not glancing blows to Maryland's economy. These are direct shots that are happening to our state. It's having a massive economic impact. And it's having a massive economic impact, you know, both because we are watching people in many cases just arbitrarily laid off, agencies being shuttered without any demonstrable evidence as to how that actually is serving the people better.
There's also uncertainty, of course, swirling around President Trump's trade war, and it's impacting investors, but also many aspects of Maryland's economy.
The on-again, off-again tariffs and the numbers that move every other day seemingly as to what product we're going to put a tariff on and what number you're going to put it on. Like, this is having a significant impact even just on the psyche of investors, the psyche of business owners, the psyche of our society and our community who are wondering if they're going to be next.
Now, Governor Moore is also working to increase state residents' access to capital. He says it's important to do this through entrepreneurship, through home ownership, as well as investments. He talked a great deal about Maryland Saves, a public-private partnership in the state to help small business workers save for retirement, as one initiative that he's going to be focusing on very clearly in the coming months. For more strategies, of course, on retirement savings and investings, you can go to the Money 101 newsletter series. Use the QR code there to sign up, or go to CNBC.com/Money101. Back to you guys.
Sharon, thank you very much, especially timely with everything going on in the markets right now. Absolutely. Sharon Epperson.